Let us take coffee. Taste of the coffee is not good. Taste of the coffee is not good. Now, taste of the coffee, is it the Y variable or X variable?
Y variable.
Wow, Y variable, very good. What could be the X variables here?
The quantity of milk, sugar, or the temperature at which it boils.
Very
that is
good.
the heating, the time which we are boiling it.
Very good.
And that's all. That's
the quality of milk.
Milk, sugar,
the coffee powder in remaining.
coffee powder. See, all of you can try to contribute. This is an easy question, right? I really appreciate Ranjit bringing out a lot of facts. This is how you must analyze while trying to solve a problem. And all these coffee powder, coffee beans, milk, water, boiling temperature, and the container in which you actually serve the coffee, all of them are X variable because you have direct control over them. But taste, you have control, but you have indirect control. The taste is a Y variable, the factors are the X variable. Y variable is also called as response. X variables are also called as predictors. Now, I am running a chain of restaurant across the country. I have about 100 plus outlets. And my problem is lot of customer complaints. All the complaints are about coffee. Lot of customer complaints about the coffee. Many of the customers are telling that your coffee is not strong enough. Your coffee is not strong enough. Now tell me, which is the factor which is causing this problem?
Amount of coffee powder.
Beautiful. Amount of coffee powder. Coffee powder, if you mishandle it, there will be a problem in the strongness of the coffee. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Powder is called critical factor. As far as the strongness of the coffee is concerned, in any problem solving, you must identify the critical factor if you really wanted to solve it. Am I correct? Identifying criticality is a statistical procedure. How did you identify the criticality right now? Because you are much familiar with the coffee making process. You already know the relationship coffee powder has got with the strongness of the coffee. When I add more coffee powder, what will happen to strongness?
Will increase.
That means correlation is positive. All of you have studied correlation analysis, am I right? In mathematics.
Yes, sir.
Analysis. As I increase the X, what happens to Y? As I increase the X, Y also increases. Correlation is positive. Relationship is positive. So, problem solving becomes easier if you know what is your Y, if you know what is your X. When there are so many X, you must identify critical X. Why we want to identify critical X? Because probably critical X will be the root cause. And if you want to fix a problem, you should know the relationship of your root cause with the Y variable. Am I correct? All of you are following all these things? Relationship of X variable with the Y variable is a statistical study called correlation and regression analysis. What is that? Correlation and regression analysis. This is why you must learn statistics. You must learn normal distribution. You must learn standard deviation. You should be very good in understanding your Y and X. And then in order to list out all the X factor, you should know how to brainstorm. See, when I asked the question, Ranjit gave me all the answer. This is called brainstorming. That is a tool. You must ask, the right person. He will definitely, give you directions. Do the same thing when you are doing a project. So you have got so many X, but so many X is useless. I want to know the root cause. Then criticality have to be understood. Criticality, if it is known, okay. Like how Ranjit said, it is coffee powder. If criticality is unknown, you can test criticality. Testing the criticality is a statistical procedure which is called hypothesis testing. Have you studied hypothesis testing in your engineering?
Yes, sir.
Wow, beautiful. then you should be proud of your capabilities. Your JET test, T-test, your chi-square test, ANOVA, all of them are nothing but test of hypothesis. And then once the criticality is understood, you need the relationship now. Two people are walking together. When two people are walking together, it means there is a relationship. That is why they are going together, isn't it? And what kind of relationship that exists between the two? Are they brothers or are they friends? Or is it a father and son? This is called regression. So whether a relationship exists or not, finding an answer for this question is called what? Correlation. What kind of relationship exists? Finding an answer is called what? Regression. Right? So whether the relationship is linear, whether the...
May you repeat once?
Come again?
So may you repeat it once?
Yeah. There are two things I'm talking about. One is correlation, another one is regression. Correlation is checking whether a relationship exists or not. Whether a relationship exists or not. If getting an answer for this question, whether a relationship exists or not, that is called correlation. That's all. If a relation exists, is it a linear relation, or is it a quadratic relation, or is it a cubic relation? That is called regression. You know what is linear? First degree equation. What is quadratic? Second degree equation. What is cubic? Third degree equation. So you are converting a problem into a mathematical equation. Am I right? So all these things you need to do while solving a problem, while doing a project. Particularly when the problem you are trying to solve is complex, there is no other go. You have to know all these things. Otherwise, you cannot be a problem solver. Hope you have understood how problem solving should be handled. Hope you understood the importance of the equation y equal to f of x. If you don't solve y, you know what will happen? The business will suffer. Am I right? For example, concrete blocks, the compressive strength is very weak. And company is constructing building. Finally, what will happen to the building?
It may collapse.
Building will collapse. The brand image,
It will fall down.
will go down. And your sales will come down. Am I right? All these impact are called consequences. Why the consequence? Your y is not according to the requirement. Why? If y is not according to the requirement, business will face lot of consequences. These consequences are indicated by the letter Z variable. Now you understand what is X, Y, and Z. Business results are going down because Y is not appropriate. Why Y is not appropriate? Your X are not appropriate. This is called problem solving. Your business results depends on several Y. Your Y depends on several X. Some of the Y is critical, some of the X is critical. As a leader, you must work on the critical results and critical factors. This is exactly problem solving. Hope you understand, right?